This is another Albans prototype F10-ton compound steamroller. So we've got the 2 cylinders here. It's a much more efficient machine to work because you're using the steam more efficiently. And you'll hear things like, words like cut off, things like that. But the idea of that is that you allow the steam to go into, so the push the piston along a bit, then you shut the steam off, and it's the expansive effort of the steam which does the rest of the work. Saves a huge amount of boiler work doing that. Number 4 in your programme, this is a timber tractor, stake tractor, built in 1925 by Doug Williams of Studdenham. Started life as an experimental half-track machine, would you believe? And then eventually went back and rebuilt a more conventional pattern in 1932. Now, you'll see that in actual fact there's a winch under the back of the thing. And the idea was that if you wanted to pull timber out of a woodland or whatever, you disengage the rear action, you could roll the iron rope off the back of the drum there underneath, and you could use the engine for pulling the timber out. Well, in wet weather you got a bit muddy and all the rest of it, so what most people did, they would put another steam winch on top in the truck bit at the back, and they do it that way. It was a bit cleaner. Number 6, finish the berth. Of course, the shop very much involved with the big rally we'll be doing later on in the year at Old Borden. Of course, they used to own the house, so if you build these things, you can afford a very large house indeed. Again, big single. This one would have been used for estate work. It even has a cab on it, so protects you a little bit from the majority of the rain that continually falls down in this country. Again, it's been put on rubbers. Then by Chris Griffiths of Tring, spent all his working life at Staunton Hall Estate in Cambridgeshire on belt duty, so it was used for driving chaff cutters and grinders and baling machine and wood sawing and all that sort of thing. So really used as a portable power source. Next one coming on, number 5 in the programme. Another Albans Porter, 10-ton steamroller. The Secundus, it's called, built in 1913, and by Chris Griffiths of Tring. It was new to St Albans Corporation and was the only survivor of the fleet of 4 at one time owned by the city. It was sold in 1958 and only just escaped from becoming a plaything in a local park, which a lot of them did, of course. And that's when they lost the interesting bits, like all the bits of brasswork and the gauges and all the rest. It would be taken off because we couldn't have children play with that, and then they would get lost. So when somebody finally rescued the engine, then tell them a job to find all the bits. Number 24 next, another one of the rollers. This one's called Moonlight Magic, and by Simon Shee, the Vicar of Dunstable. It was owned by A.T. Oliver Luton until the 1970s, owned by the present owners in October 2000. Completely rebuilt with a new boiler and firebox, and you need to go and talk to the bank manager very, very nicely and say, please sir, I want some more, because it's a very expensive business putting new fireboxes in engines, because they're made of copper. It's going to be best part of what, an inch or so thick. That's a lot of money. Another one of the Albans Porters coming on behind, number 21, called Queen of Hearts, again owned by the Vicar family. This engine was built as a steam motor tractor over 100 years ago, but many spent as smaller. And Betty Vickery was on the team many years ago now, taking a driving test with the Azza roller, because you need a different license to drive a roller to what you do if it's a traction engine. Of course, if it's a convertible, and it can be either way, it can be a little bit difficult. One of the rollers here, big single. Another one of the Albans Porters. Enormous scarifier on the back there. 20 something, and the number's fallen down. I'll say it 20. Yeah. Right, number 20. This is Big Amber, built in 1896. Wrong one. Yeah. What's your number then? It's not here. Oh, I see. All right. So you can tell us what it's all about. You see, if you don't bring the right engine, you have to tell us what it's all about. Off you go. Go away a bit, because this is a bit... Sounds good, doesn't it? Listen to all this. So you can get away with that. You might have to come down here, actually. Go on. What's that? From there.
1900 R10 Avon quarter roller. Me and my brother bought rolling bits, totally overhauled it to what it is now. You've spent all its life for Hove County Council building all the roads down there.
Right, so there we are. The other one of the big singles. Got a scarab bar on the back for ripping up those old road surfaces. Puts a tremendous strain on the back of the engine, I have to say.